Welcome back to Wheel Rever, and when you first throw a leg over the 2025 Honda Rebel 300, you realize that Honda's design team has thought carefully about the rider experience. The ergonomics are inviting. Your feet naturally fall into a neutral position on the mid-mount pegs, the bars sweep gently back without overreaching, and the narrow tank allows your knees to grip without strain. For shorter riders or those who feel intimidated by taller sport bikes, this combination makes the Rebel not just accessible but genuinely comfortable. Taller riders will still find room to relax, and because the seat is low but not overly scooped, you don't feel cramped on longer rides. The suspension upgrades this year further enhance that sense of ease. Over potholes or rough pavement, the bike absorbs bumps smoothly, with the front fork offering reassuring stiffness while the dual rear shocks soak up what would otherwise jar your spine. The handling is crisp without being twitchy. Honda has struck a fine balance. This is a cruiser that can land confidently into corners, yet retains the stable, planted feel that defines the genre. Out on the open road, the Rebel 300 surprises you with its energy. A 286cc single-cylinder might not sound like much on paper, but Honda has engineered it to deliver torque exactly where riders need it most, off the line and in the mid-range. Around town, that means you can dart through traffic or roll away from lights without feeling like you're waiting for the engine to catch up. On back roads, it pulls eagerly through each of its 6 gears, and because of the slipper clutch, downshifts feel smooth and controlled, even if you're a little aggressive with the lever. While this is not a highway dominator, it can hold its own at freeway speeds, humming steadily without feeling strained. Riders upgrading from scooters or smaller displacement bikes will immediately feel the Rebel's maturity in how it delivers power. A predictable, linear, and confidence-inspiring. A huge part of the Rebel's appeal lies in its design language. Honda calls it stripped down, but that undersells how intentional the style really is. Every component feels purposeful, from the fat tires that give the bike a squat, muscular look, to the blacked-out exhaust and frame that suggest this sense of rebellion true to its name. The round LED headlight up front is a perfect blend of classic cruiser identity and modern technology, casting a crisp, bright beam at night and enhancing the bike's presence in daylight. The minimal digital display sits neatly where you expect it, giving you speed, fuel, and essential information without clutter. What's striking is how cohesive it all feels. There's no excess chrome, no unnecessary plastics, just clean lines and a modern retro hybrid aesthetic that makes the Rebel 300 look equally at home parked outside a coffee shop or lined up at a weekend bike night. Customization is another huge part of the Rebel story. Honda designed the frame and mounting points with personalization in mind. You can easily swap out the passenger seat for a solo setup, add luggage racks for commuting or light touring, or fit aftermarket exhausts and bars to tailor the vibe. Honda itself offers a wide catalog of official accessories, from saddlebags to windscreens, so riders can shape the bike into whatever role they need. For new riders who aren't ready to commit to a large cruiser, this is an opportunity to start with a solid base and evolve the bike alongside their riding journey. When comparing the Rebel 300 to other beginner-friendly cruisers on the market, the advantages become clear. Competitors in the small displacement cruiser class often cut corners in suspension, finishing touches, or tech to hit a low price point. Honda, on the other hand, has managed to keep the price highly affordable while including features like LED lighting, a slipper clutch, quality suspension components, and a 6-speed gearbox. That means riders aren't just getting a budget bike, they're getting a well-rounded, modern machine that feels like a true Honda. For many, that badge on the tank is reassurance, known for bulletproof reliability and affordable maintenance. Speaking of ownership, the Rebel 300 is about as easy on the wallet as motorcycles get. Insurance rates are low, fuel efficiency is excellent thanks to the small displacement engine and Honda's fuel injection system, and maintenance is simple, often manageable even for riders who are just starting to learn their way around basic upkeep. Tires and chains last a long time due to the bike's lightweight, and because it's a Honda, parts availability is strong and service networks are extensive. Whether you're a student, a commuter, or just someone looking for an affordable way into motorcycling, the Rebel's cost of ownership is one of its quiet superpowers. There's also the intangible factor of community. The Rebel line has built a dedicated following over the years because it resonates with so many different kinds of riders. Beginners love it because it's approachable. Experienced riders keep one in the garage because it's fun, light, and stylish. Customizers buy them as blank canvases. Even within Honda's own lineup, the Rebel 300 occupies a special space. It's not trying to be a touring machine or a performance rocket. It's simply a cruiser that understands the essence of riding: freedom, simplicity, and expression. If we step back and look at the broader picture, the Rebel 300 is also a gateway. Honda has structured the Rebel family in a way that allows riders to grow naturally. Start on the 300, gain confidence, and when you're ready, step up to the Rebel 500 or even the Rebel 1100 without leaving behind the design DNA you've come to love. This latter makes the 300 not just a bike, but an entry into a lifestyle, a starting point that doesn't feel temporary, but part of a journey. On the road, the sound of the single-cylinder is mellow but distinct. It has enough character to feel engaging, yet not so loud that it becomes tiring or intrusive. Around town, pedestrians and drivers will hear you coming without feeling overwhelmed. This makes the Rebel 300 a considerate urban companion, and one that can easily slip into daily life without drawing unwanted attention. When Honda markets this bike, they emphasize accessibility and style, but what's fascinating is how much depth lies underneath. The engineering choices, from the wide-set forks to the carefully tuned suspension and clutch, are not things most riders consciously notice at first. Instead, they feel the result: a bike that seems easier to ride, more stable, more enjoyable. That invisible layer of refinement is what has made Honda stand out in motorcycling for decades, and the Rebel 300 carries that tradition forward. Ultimately, this bike succeeds because it connects. It connects beginners to the world of motorcycling without intimidation. It connects urban commuters to a stylish and practical daily ride. It connects hobbyists to a platform that welcomes customization. And it connects all of us to what makes riding special in the first place: the feeling of the wind, the simplicity of the road, the joy of moving under your own power with a machine that feels alive yet approachable. The 2025 Honda Rebel 300 is proof that you don't need massive displacement or intimidating horsepower to capture the essence of motorcycling. Sometimes, all you need is a machine that's honest, thoughtfully built, and designed to make you smile every time you turn the key. And for under $5,000, it's hard to imagine a better way to start or continue your two-wheel journey.